The Oklahoma Sooners have not won in Boulder, Colorado since 1988. They've come to Folsom Field to break that streak and remain the #1 team in the land. Tonight from Boulder, Colorado, college football on TBS Superstation, part of Big PlayStation Saturday, kicks off now.
It's Saturday night, and two teams are set to fight. The Sooners, they're battling to continue their proud legacy and their march to another national title. Colorado has its own winning tradition.
Ball's in the air, caught! Colorado scores!
But this year, the Buffs have their battle. They're fighting to reclaim their edge, their respect.
It is a cold, crisp night in one of college football's most beautiful settings. And a sellout crowd has come to celebrate homecoming and see their Colorado Buffaloes face the #1 team in the country. Tonight from a sold-out Folsom Field, it's the Colorado Buffaloes and the #1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Hello again, everybody. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Ron Thulin, and Charles, Missouri head coach Gary Pinkel.
12 straight wins by at least 17 points. How about that, Bob?
Tell you what, I still think USC is the second best team in this country.
And the best is the place that you went, I would assume.
I'm a little homer right now.
Yeah, the Sooners of Oklahoma fixing to take on the Buffaloes of Colorado. That's our game on TBS. And look at this. The Boz says, TBS, Boomer Sooner, baby. Is that a quote? You're out of it, aren't you?
I'm a little fuzzy.
Yeah, more than a little. We'll be back.
College football on TBS, brought to you by Chili's. Spicy, boneless, cool. Chili's boneless buffalo wings. PlayStation 2. Schick Quattro, 4 blades, 2 conditioning strips for an incredibly close, smooth shave. And the Home Depot. Go from wondering how to knowing how. At the Home Depot, you can do it. We can help. Just a couple of moments ago, Ralphie took the field. And the Colorado Buffaloes behind them. They are 18-1 in their last 19 homecoming games, and they've got 53,750 people crowding into Folsom Field tonight to watch this game between the Buffaloes and the top-ranked Sooners. Let's go down to the field. Craig Sager is standing by with Gary Barnett. Craig.
Well, Coach, yesterday you met privately with each one of your players. What is their overall attitude towards tonight's challenge?
Well, our guys want to play this game. They're excited about playing this game, and they're excited about the challenge. And, you know, they're just fed up with being maligned, and they just want to play the way they feel like they're capable of playing.
They concluded a spirited week of practice by chanting, "We're going to beat Oklahoma. We're going to beat Oklahoma." How do they make good on that promise?
Well, we're going to see. We're going to make good on that promise. So.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Back up to you, Ed.
Pretty bold statement by Gary Barnett. Third time he's played Bob Stoops and the Oklahoma Sooners in the last 12 months. Of course, the regular season last year and the Big 12 championship game in which the Sooners won both rather handily. Bob in his 5th year, how about 50-9 so far at Oklahoma? And he did those 50 wins in 59 games. And just before the game, Aaron Andrews had a chance to spend some time with Coach Stoops. Aaron, what did he say?
Well, Stoops told me his team is not looking ahead. They're not even thinking about next week's matchup against Oklahoma State. But what they do need to think about is this. Over the past 4 seasons, Oklahoma suffered 4 losses in the second half of the season, and that kept him out of the national championship picture. But Stoops says this is the most focused, the most together team he has had since the 2000 national championships. Ron?
Not going to get an argument from any of us as you look at Folsom Field in the Sooners' history. The Sooners lead at 36-16-2. Oklahoma 2-0 last season versus Colorado. But people forget, Charles, that before that, Colorado owned Oklahoma.
Yeah, they had an 8-0-1 streak going against them. And, you know, Oklahoma hasn't won here since, what, 1988,
That's
I believe
right.
it was, when they were #1 at the time and won 28-7. But that game was a 7-7 game at the half.
Well, let's do be a moral victory for this Colorado defense if they can break this Oklahoma string of scoring on the first possession. It's 3rd down and 1. White is looking to throw it, looking deep, down the middle. Has a man, Brandon Jones, touchdown Oklahoma. Jones, the junior out of Texarkana, Texas, his 4th touchdown reception. Charles, he zigged, he zagged, got everybody turned around.
Watch him on this route. You've heard of double moves. Watch a triple. Inside, outside, then back inside again. 3rd and short. It was less than 1 yard for that play, partner. And Chuck Long, the offensive coordinator, we have to change his name to the Oklahoma Kid. He's a lot more riverboat gambler than he is conservative. What a great call early in the game.
Well, DiCarlo for the extra point, and it is good. It did not take Oklahoma long. 3 plays to move the football into pay dirt. The #1 ranked team already up 7-0.
In Nebraska back in 2001.
Let's see if Oklahoma goes back and picks on Phil Jackson. Jackson is running back and forth at about the 35-yard line. The Sooners will keep it on the ground. The running game has been good. Ronaldo works, has some running room, stiff arms. Inside the 35, penalty flag is thrown. We'll have a face mask. Sammy Joseph may have gotten a hand on the grill. How about the last 5 games of Oklahoma rushing attack, averaging 171 yards?
Look at how many people they get their hats on right away, and then as Works gets into the secondary, you asked, will they pick on, Phil Jackson in the secondary? Well, what happened on the play was Mark Clayton on the corner blocked on Phil Jackson. He couldn't get off the block and fold back inside. It became a bigger.
First down and goal for the Sooners at the 2-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Works. Looking for the end zone. They give it to him. Yes, touchdown, Oklahoma. 8th rushing touchdown of the year for the senior out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ronaldo Works, and the Sooners up 13-0.
2 things happened on the touchdown run. J.D. Runnels, the fullback, excellent kick-out block. And then Ronaldo Works just won the one-on-one battle with Matt McChesney, number 60, the defensive tackle, to get into the end zone.
What a first half. The Oklahoma Sooners went up 14-0, but Colorado came right back, cut it in half to 14-7. The Sooners added a field goal. And as we head to halftime at 17-7, here's Craig Sager with Bob Stoops.
Well, Coach, you're in for a battle when you go for an onside kick in the 2nd quarter. What are your thoughts on that play?
Well, it was there, so if they're going to bail out, we thought we had a great opportunity to get it. It wasn't that we felt we were in trouble. We felt it was there.
Just think that possibly they're getting some momentum. They wanted the ball back. You want to take it away from them?
No, we thought we'd recover it and have a chance to move down and score.
Jason White took a big hit there. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Thanks a lot. Ryan?
All right, Craig Sager, good first half by the Sooners, good first half by Colorado. The #1 team in the country leads at 17-7. That concludes the first half of college football on TBS, a part of Big PlayStation Saturday. Now let's go to Ernie Johnson and Brian Bosworth back in our studios.
Yeah, quite a half.
The question before, maybe he wears contacts, and Craig Sager's found out the information that he does not wear them.
Okay, Kewan Jones, running room, inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. James Gary with his 3rd tackle of the ball game. You have to give some props, though, to this Colorado defense. Vince Okru has been under a lot of heat. Very unfairly, I might add. You don't get dumb overnight when you're a coach, and that always kind of surprises me. They have stayed so consistent as a defensive staff.
And we had a chance to go to practice Thursday, and we saw how Vince Okru interacts with his defensive players.
Impressive.
And it's very impressive how hard they want to play for this guy. They've been to back-to-back Big 12 championship games. No, he did not get dumb all of a sudden. He has some injuries and some young guys. They're going to be fine.
Straight ahead running, inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. And he's never made excuses. Age, loss of players, whatever. Our 1st and 10 line is brought to you by Home Depot. This defense has allowed 40 or more points in 5 straight games. There's a number of reasons why. We talked about the lack of turnovers, which they were very concerned about.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, that is one good defensive coordinator right there.
Yes, he is. And Gary Barnett, his head coach, deserves some credit, too, for not playing into the fact that things haven't gone well.
Kewan Jones stacked up after he gets close to the first down. Needed to get down to about the 17-yard line. And I think he should have it. And Kewan's slow to get up. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. No, it's not, but, you know, to finish off that point, Oklahoma's playing basically a 4-2-5 tonight. So is Colorado. Colorado's been doing it since they played Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl with Joey Harrington and crew. As he said, you get spread out so much now, it helps to have 5 defensive backs on the field. As we mentioned, they've been to Big 12 championship games playing this scheme. They just need to keep getting some more players in it, and they're going to be all right.
First and 10 from about the 16-yard line. White goal for Pater. Wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Mark Clayton. Now the problem with that Colorado defense, they've been doing things well, just not consistently.
Yeah, not well enough. Watch Mark Clayton as he comes and runs his route. He's going to come inside and then work his way out. See, that's Clayton. Now he's going to cut to the flag. And on the inside route run by the outside receiver, that drew the coverage towards him. Clayton breaking to the flag. Perfectly thrown ball. Another touchdown for Oklahoma.
And the extra point. Carlos sneaks it inside the upright. 1:37 to play in quarter number 3, and this third quarter has belonged to the Sooners. They lead it now by 20.
Some runs now.
Fourth down and 4.
See the difference there between receivers and DBs? Put him down on the tackle right away.
Now we have 3 quarters into the books. Colorado's given Oklahoma a run for the money, but the #1 team in the country leads it by 20 as we head to the 4th. Welcome back to college football on TBS, part of Big PlayStation Saturday as we set to get started the 4th quarter. The Oklahoma Sooners lead the Colorado Buffaloes 27-7. Along with Charles Davis, Craig Sager, Aaron Andrews, I'm Ron Thulin. Colorado facing 4th and 4, and John Torp, their punter, standing back on the 16-yard line. Sooners with 10 on the line. And they peel it back. It's a fake. Wide open. Torp. First down. And then some to the 50-yard line. What a great call by Gary Barnett. Boy, Oklahoma showed like they were rushing, but they peeled back quickly.
Now watch Danny Bradley, #1. He has a chance to make the play, but he's retreating. And then Torp makes a great play running past him. 20-yard gain. First down for Colorado. Hey, Gary Barnett says, Bob Stoops, you're not the only one who can gamble around here as we take a look at from our All-State goalpost cam.
We want to thank Allstate for providing tonight's goalpost cam. You're in good hands with Allstate. Now Gary Barnett.
After having fake punted, I probably would go for it here because I wouldn't want to lose all my momentum. But he's probably looking at the clock with 12:02 and thinking we've still got a chance to get the ball back.
And it's a fake. They're going for nobody in particular. Penalty flag is thrown. It's going to be intercepted. Perkins has it, and he is going to be knocked at the 20-yard line, but we do have a penalty flag thrown, and this could be interesting. It may, I'm not sure what it is. Let's see.
Maybe holding in the secondary against Oklahoma. Might have 2 different calls, too, because flags were dropped in 2 different spots.
And it's against the Sooners.
Well, off of the penalty.
Well, when you saw Oklahoma rush, everybody started to jump for the block, and they kind of got hit with it. No, it's nothing real. They kind of gave up. Platts got some room. Pass complete. Down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Calhoun, touchdown, Buffaloes! Well, the Sooners jumped and Colorado pulled up. Everybody's pointing at each other. I think it's going to go against Oklahoma.
Defense is in the neutral zone, causing a false start by the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Penalties, turnovers. That's why the game is close, and Mike Stoops doesn't like it.
Yeah, and I have to add in there Colorado's heart tonight.
Absolutely.
Craig's report about 1 heartbeat in the meetings Gary Barnett had with every player yesterday paid dividends, hasn't it? They have been playing with 1 heartbeat all evening long, even when they were down 14-0 to start.
Jeremy Bloom wide to the right. Platt over the middle again. Inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Colorado! Derek McCoy!
Working inside, out of the slot, Derek McCoy. Now, we talked about the big physical receivers Colorado has. Derek McCoy using every bit of his 6 feet 3 inches to turn off of the tackle and get in. Getting the ball across the plane of the goal line. Colorado now.
And the extra point is blocked. Rodney Poole got his hand on it. Now it's 27-20. And boy, that is a big play. Watch it again.
Watch Rodney Poole coming from the back and leaping. The rule is not the same as the pros, is it? Didn't we see that with Indianapolis and Tampa Bay, coming from the back, and you can't come down on a teammate and what have you? Rodney Poole, number 23. And you know something? He wasn't even up right when he blocked it. He had already gone vertical, right, and then gone horizontal and was coming down. He was already on his way down.
Let's take a look at what has caused Oklahoma to keep Colorado in this ball game.
Here's one where Dante Hickson just doesn't possess the handoff very well. Ball was there. Clyde Sorrell with the blitz from the backside, knocking it loose from Jason White. Ronaldo works, and as Clyde Sorrell again, number 20, who popped that one free. And then the pass interference on Wayne Chambers wiped away an interception off of a fake field goal. Colorado took advantage of that. He's still going to stay by it one more time. Oklahoma runs the football here, and if they have to, punts it away and puts it on their defense.
3rd down and 7. White being chased, throws in the flat, pass is complete to Clayton, 1st down and then some. Goodbye, Mark Clayton! To the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Oklahoma! Incredible! That'll break your heart.
I guarantee you one thing. I'm not playing poker with Chuck Long.
Never.
Because there's nothing left to me at this point. All right, I called for him to run the ball there, put it on the defense. Little short out route to Mark Clayton, and he turns it into a monster play. You see Chuck Long, whew, great call because he has confidence in his playmakers. But Colorado missed how many tackles? An opportunity to get Mark Clayton down.
Which we talked about in the 2nd quarter. The extra point is good. The Sooners with over 930 yards after catches already this year. Chalk up 50-some more.
Great job, really a pick route. You see Lance Donnelly, number 86, the tight end, kind of set a little screen, and then Mark Clayton all the way back across field. And there was Terrence Wheatley, number 26, with really the last great opportunity. Great pursuit all the way down to the end, but Mark Clayton, once again, you know, we use the term playmakers, maybe we overuse it, but in this case it truly applies because this was the play of the ball game. And Oklahoma now looks like they're going to go and get ready for Oklahoma State in the Bedlam game
next week in
with
Norman.
their #1 ranking intact. And that will be the game of the country next week.
Yeah, Colorado depressed, but they put their hearts out to
keep their focus.
7 straight versus Big 12 North opponent foes for the Oklahoma Sooners. They finally win in Boulder, the first time since 1988. 2 excellent football coaches just rolling the dice against each other tonight with a couple of fakes. Good solid football and a lot of heart by that Buffalo team, but the Colorado Buffaloes come up on the short end of the stick to the #1 team in the country, 34-20, but this was a lot more than most people expected.
Without a doubt, and again, teams on their way to a championship will get challenged because that's the biggest game on the schedule for the teams opposing them. And Gary Barnett and his team had the gut check tonight, and I really think they answered the bell. I think they have a chance to really finish up with a strong season, but congratulations to Oklahoma.
Let's go down to Craig Sager. Sags.
Well, as we mentioned, the big play, 2 minutes left to go in the game. You have the ball on your own 40-yard line, 3rd down. Looks like a running play. Were you surprised they called a passing play and that you were able to take it all the way?
It's true. I don't, just happy that our coaches called the play. I mean, they call the right plays in the right situations.
2 touchdowns from Jason White, who apparently earlier in the game got poked in the eye. How bad was your vision?
It got blurry for a while, and you know, put some drops in it. It cleared up a little bit, but you know, other than that, it's pretty good.
Talking about the gutsy play calling by Oklahoma, I know you have a chance to call your own plays a few times, but that big one to Mark Clayton here. Was that from Chuck Long upstairs?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That came from upstairs. Clayton, he wants the ball in the players' hands. 3rd and 5, and put it in our players' hands. He got the first down and got a lot more.
You feel fortunate to get out of here with a victory tonight?
Definitely. We faced a great team. People don't realize how good they are, and they played us tough. It's the first time we won in Colorado in a long time.
Since 1988.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Ron?
Ron, this team, Oklahoma, was challenged. They answered it tonight. Big game for them.
Final score, 34-20. Our next telecast will be next Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern as the Washington Huskies host the Oregon Ducks. For Charles Davis, Craig Sager, Aaron Andrews, and the rest of the crew, I'm Ron Thulin saying good night from Boulder, Colorado. After this break, it's the Schick Quattro postgame report with Ernie Johnson and Brian Bosworth.